of NihilAnand. Finally, I've always been mentioning 500 videos, and it's finally the 500th one. So I think I'm going to make the next one special because I'm going to talk. I'm going to be talking about the NihilAnand Foundation, and like I'm going to be giving you details of it. See if it excites you. Let me know. So I'll do it on the next this either on Sunday or on Wednesday. But today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, which is called Disney. Now, Disney is something. It's a company that I called a group that I call a groomer. Okay, it grooms you to achieve something, to look forward to something, and it basically sells you hope, right? So Disney is in a way, no, it is actually the most evil company on the planet, and everything else is destroying the earth and all, but this is destroying young minds. I'm going to explain to you how and why this man decided to destroy young minds, and how the industrial revolution was a part of it, and etc etc. So we will just wait a little more for a few more people, and then we will go. Okay, 10 seconds. Okay, so I'll start. Let's talk about Walt Disney. So I've been wanting to make this video for a while, but and I just don't like, I didn't know what exactly to say, how to say it. Then it sort of came up to me. And I've never really liked Disney cartoons. Okay, since I was a kid, maybe like I don't know, Simba or something, but I not really like. I've never really liked the concept of cartoons in itself. Forget Disney cartoons. And initially, I found Disney cartoons to be harmless. I'm like, okay, whatever, like let it be. But as I grew up, I realized the amount of evil that it is doing. The amount of horrible stuff that it is doing. It is essentially like a religion where it is grooming you, it is training you to become something that you are clearly not. It is training you to think thoughts that you've never thought of before. Okay, that probably humanity in general has never thought of before. All this love and being with one man, and all this magic, and all these, terrible things which don't actually happen. So why do you think it happened? Like let's look at how it worked, right? As society industrialized, right, survival became less and less important. Things became more and more boring. Like when you were walking in a city, right, it was extremely boring because everything was gray and black, and there was nothing much to do, there was nothing much to live for, there was no reason to cooperate, there was no reason to have children. So what does one do? And as a result of that came Walt Disney. Okay, I suspect he is the next generation of the Grimm brothers. The Grimm brothers essentially took old European fairy tales, okay, which had horrible endings, and they were designed as warnings to children, and then they made them very nice with happy endings, and good characters, etc etc etc. So that is then, as a result of extreme industrialization, came Walt Disney. So what did he do? You think he makes cartoons, but the truth is he's selling you hope. Okay, and the moment he sells you hope, you become somebody who does not look at reality as it is. And in my opinion, women take things more seriously. So women are the biggest victims here. And he also realized that. He also realized that he should make characters that women will look up to, that women will want to become. Okay. So religion, on the other hand, religion just tells you what not to do. Okay, it gives you the this of heaven and all, but it is saying you will go to hell if you do so and so things. But what Walt Disney is doing, he's only showing you heaven. He's only showing you that this is going to be a good life, this is going to be how you live, and if you live well and if you believe in magic, okay, you're going to achieve good things. And what were most of those good things? A man. Like, seriously, what are you trying to achieve? You're trying to get a man, or basically a bunch of flesh, okay, who may not even give you an orgasm. So, this is what he was trying, this is how he destroyed this. So, I understand the importance of hope, okay? It's not important, it is just that there is an immediate joy in hope, okay? You lie to yourself because most of us are living lives of drudgery, etc etc. So immediately when you get hope, right, your body starts thriving, your brain rejoices, your survival instinct rejoices, all this stuff happens in you. And that is fine. Like, small things can give you hope if you're really in a bad situation, but the fact is that most people are not in that bad a situation, and this guy industrialized it to another level. So at this point, I want to introduce something called Disneyfication. Okay, earlier I had talked about Oprah Winfreyization in one of my videos, where she had taken hope to another level, where she talks to, she tells people that things will be all right, and she's basically your aunt. She's basically your aunt who sort of holds your hand and tries to talk to you and tries to convince you, etc., etc. So this guy was before Oprah Winfrey, where he created this. So Disneyfication is the base level of Oprah Winfreyization, where in Disneyfication you sort of have this hope, you have this things, a tendency to look at life in a way that it is not. Okay, absolute pure lies, which is one of the reasons I suspect that half of America is on drugs. To the extent, okay, on drugs, I mean pharmaceutical drugs. To the extent that even on Tinder Swindler, there was a woman who said, "Oh, when I was young, I saw Disney, etc., etc., and I wanted a man. Even I wanted a somebody to come and pick me up on a white horse, to protect me, to love me, etc., etc." So it has destroyed not only young children, it has destroyed those young children who become adult women. All right. So what I basically want you to learn here is I want you to learn to unhope. Okay. When you look at your life, you must learn to not have any hope. Just look at what it is. Look at things as they are, and do not have a this for the future. Like, or do not have expectations for the future. Just do what you're doing. Okay. Look at things as they are and just keep going forward. Because when you have zero expectations, you can do anything. You can literally do anything. When you have hope, you only have a narrow vision, a narrow idea of what you want. You want those expectations, but the chances are you're not going to achieve that level of expectations. It's going to be a little bit here and a little bit there. That is what will disappoint you. All right. So, so about Disneyfication, you must realize how Disneyfied you are, if at all. Okay. You must realize how Disneyfied other people are when you're dealing with them. If possible, try and help them come out of it. If not, you can understand them, talk to them at their level. Okay, many people take advantage of Disneyfied people, but that's okay. I mean, that's just a part of life. I mean, you should not do it as far as possible. If you do, I don't think I'm really going to blame you. So Disneyfied and Oprah Winfrey, okay, these are levels, 3 levels and 2 levels. Sorry. So that is basically it. That is basically what I want to talk about this time. It's a small topic, and yeah, that is. Shall we go for questions? The next time, I don't know why I thought this topic was longer, but I finished it quickly. I hope the topic was nice. Let's go for questions if possible. So I want to talk a little bit about the foundation, basically the NihilAnand Foundation. As I've said before, it's about preventing life. Okay, helping people live, right? So basically, if you've seen the movie Accepted, and if you've seen the movie in India, if you've seen the movie Faltu, right? I want to create a college which teaches you basically how to live life, how to make money out of normal things which you're not taught in school. So that is my basic intention. That is going to be the first objective of the NihilAnand Foundation. It is really hard to get rid of the fear of death. Okay, death. See, you have to look at death as it is. Okay, what happens is a lot of this fear, right, has been baked into you. People have taught you that, because not only that, your survival instinct also encourages that whole game. So what you have to do is you have to look at death as it is. What exactly is that fear? Is it the pain that you're going to feel before death? Is it the fear of non-existence? All these things you have to look at within yourself and understand. Self-study. Okay, so this is also, death is going to be something that the foundation covers. So we'll be talking in depth, like about how death works, etc., etc. How does an unemployed person develop confidence? What does confidence have to do with your employability or the fact that you are employed? You know how many employed people are underconfident? I think most of them are. They don't have that, let's do something, they have been hammered by the system. So in fact, if you're unemployed, you should have all the more confidence because you've not been hammered by the system, right? So just get over this idea that if you are employed, only then you can have confidence. Confidence is universal. Okay, it does not need anything. It just needs confidence. Confidence needs confidence. That's all. Now there are systems to do it, which I can teach you, but that's going to be a long chapter. I mostly fear how I die rather than death. Well, see, the truth is, there's no point fearing anything. Okay, there's no point worrying about anything. You're not going to achieve anything because it's gonna, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. So might as well get over the fear. Just look at the thing, look at it. However it happens, it happens. Fair enough. People die painful deaths, assuming that they're going to live forever. Okay, imagine how painful it is for them. When you get over the fear, it's not going to be as painful for you. As simple as that. You know. Any other questions? I'll end this today quickly. I'll come back on Sunday and then we'll see how that goes. I'll come back with a bigger topic because I'm really tired from like going around, etc. How to feel inherently worthy of a friendship, of a relationship, anything. Worth only comes from you. Okay. And I want to tell you one thing, you are worthless. We are all worthless. Okay. So if now it's like this, if I call you priceless, right? How will you take it? Well or badly? So you will take it well. Why is that? Because you will realize, oh, there is no price to me. Same thing with worth. You are worthless. It does not matter. The moment you put yourself at a certain worth, somebody else will be more worthy than you, right? So just realize one thing, get over this idea of worth, get over this idea of having a price or having a certain value. All this is nonsense. Just once you're over that, then you have the confidence. I have never given any value to myself. Why do you think I'm so confident? Because I consider myself zero. Nothing can do anything. What is death? Non-life, I guess. It's like it's in animation, I guess. It's that the body does not have that electricity to keep it animated. I think the best definition is animation, in animation of death. You're just no more. You're not there. You're out of this certain amalgamation of formation, this certain chemical existence. Any other questions? Okay, all right. Guys, try and keep your questions ready if possible. Okay, and any questions about the video, what I said? Individuality is an illusion. Yes, well, I guess it is an illusion. If you're talking about in the sense of the universe and that you are just an universe, but individuality is a tool that is very useful for you to do whatever you need to do. Okay, whatever you need to achieve, or if you want to get spiritual, whatever the universe needs you to achieve. Okay, so if I say ki from my brain, certain kinds of things come out that doesn't come out from most brains, right? So obviously there's a reason for why it is coming out, right? There probably is a reason, and it's giving me that level of joy. So from that point of view, individuality maybe is an illusion. How can you die then if there is no you? Well, there are 100 points of view on this. I can make an entire video on death, okay, on these concepts. So why can't there be a you temporarily? That is my question. Like, you is just an amalgamation of stuff, right? It's like a car. A car has tires and a machine and etc. And it's running on the road. You say, how can it run? How does it have life? How is it moving? Okay, but if it doesn't have all those things, it's just not. It's not life. So life is a combination. One can say life is a combination of chemicals. If you insist, then you can say soul. But then again, you have to experience that. You cannot just talk about it. I am funding the foundation through donations. Okay. So I keep trying to plug in my Patreon. My Patreon is patreon.com/NihilAnand. Please go on that if possible. Okay. If you can donate on UPI if you're Indian, it's Rafael Samuel, numerical 1 at OKSBI. Okay. So please see if you can send. That will be nice. If not, I will go to other people. I will talk to other people. That's exactly why I was traveling for the last 1.5 weeks. I was trying to pitch the whole idea to people. So let's see how that works. I don't believe there's such a thing as the brain body life. These are false identities you are creating within yourself. I'd like you to prove it. Can you please come up with a proper argument as to the proof of what you're trying to say? How do you say they are false identities? Because I know, okay, I know that I have a brain, right? I know that I have a body. I know that I have a hand. What is the false identity here? What is the difference between different others? No, you're not answering asking questions properly. Please write down your questions properly and I will answer them in the next video. All right, so I will shut this video for now. Thank you for showing up. I will see you on Sunday, or if at all I can't make it on Sunday, I'll make it on Wednesday. All right, bye. See you. Thank you so much.